Well, the day has come. The Moza R3 is officially available. This is the entry-level direct drive wheelbase from Moza. Also comes with wheel and pedals, everything you need to get up and running on an Xbox or on a PC. It's the cheapest direct drive sim racing bundle officially licensed for Xbox. I reviewed the bundle back in August of 2023, but due to licensing issues with Microsoft, it just took a long time. It wasn't available until the mass market until today. But have my thoughts on it changed since the review? Well, let's dive in and check it out. Hey everybody, I'm Jordan with 9 to 5 Toys. Now here we're just going to do a multiplayer race that I had when I was using the R3 bundle. It's nothing too crazy, it's not the best race, but at the same time there are some situations where I start to get a little loose, and you can see me correcting it with the wheel, and so I do think that it demonstrates what you can expect with this wheel. And a couple of disclaimers here. This is not sponsored by Moza. They don't have any say over what we're saying about this, but at the same time, we are an affiliate. So down in the description, you'll see a link, which also gives us a little kickback as well. So you'll see throughout this video that that does not affect my thoughts on this with my conclusions. I'm not going out and saying you should instantly buy this, but at the same time, I do think it is a very competitive product, and hopefully we describe why I think that throughout this video. We are playing Forza Motorsport. I am using the R3 bundle with the Next Level Racing Wheel Stand 2.0 mounted in front of a TV, and I'm playing on the Xbox Series X. So just a little bit of background on what you're actually seeing here. If you're unfamiliar with the Moza R3 bundle, it is the most affordable complete sim racing setup that Moza offers. It includes the R3 wheelbase, an Xbox-compatible wheel, 2 pedals, and a table clamp for mounting at a desk. With consoles, the wheel is what determines whether a bundle is compatible. So the ES for Xbox wheel that comes in the R3 bundle will work with other Moza wheelbases that have a port for the pedals in the back, like the R5 and R12. Moza is also finally saying that they will have the wheel available separately from the bundle, so you can pick this up if you already have some other Moza gear. And additionally, they also plan on making more Xbox-compatible wheels, which definitely is something to look forward to, because the ES wheel, it's fine for what it is, but it is a budget wheel. So as you can see there, I started to lose it a little bit, and the car was sliding around, so I had to use the wheel to correct that, which I was able to do effectively because I could feel when I was slipping and when that was rotating too much, and I was able to bring it back and kind of save myself there. And that's exactly what you want to be able to feel in a wheel like this. You want to feel when you are slipping, and you want to be able to bring it back and save it once it starts to spin like that. Like all of Moza's wheelbases, the R3 is a direct drive, which means that the motor is directly connected to the wheel, unlike the popular Logitech G923 or Thrustmaster T300, which use belts and gears to drive the force feedback felt in a wheel. Direct drive systems are typically more powerful, quieter, and faster than those entry-level systems. At just 3.9 Nm of peak torque, the R3 isn't crazy powerful, but it is fast, quiet, and smooth. 2 pedals is enough for most of the racing that I do, but Moza also sells an additional pedal and the performance kit, which adds a little bit more progressive resistance to the brake pedal. But a wheel stand or sim rig would be ideal here, as the added brake pressure can cause the pedals to move around more on carpet and on hard floors, so having somewhere where you can actually mount the pedals is very beneficial. So that's a brief overview of the wheel. Of course, if you want to learn more about it, watch the full review, hit the link in the card on the top right. But otherwise, what's the competition like right now? Entry-level wheels like the Logitech G923 can be found on sale for around $300 new, but can often be picked up for less when they're bought secondhand. And this is a very popular wheel. I do think that you will not have a hard time finding one of these used. This can be a great way to try out a racing wheel if you've never experienced it before, but often, if you find you are enjoying using a wheel, you'll want to upgrade rather quickly. Turtle Beach has also entered the market for direct drive wheels on Xbox. In my review, I thought that on one hand, the $650 Velocity 1 race is a comprehensive all-in-one direct drive system right out of the box that has a lot of potential, but it also feels inflated with unnecessary bells and whistles and is a bit unrefined when it comes to the actual force feedback experience. I'm excited to see more from Turtle Beach though. It's great to have another big name company dipping into the sim racing world, and I really do think that there's huge potential from them here. Fanatec has also been a popular choice with ready-to-race bundles starting at $480 that are compatible with Xbox. Recently though, Fanatec itself as a company has been having some issues and leaving plenty of customers extremely frustrated. It's also been reported that the company is maybe bankrupt and perhaps Corsair is buying them. While I think that the products are still some of the best on the market, it just leaves me a little bit skeptical about jumping into the Fanatec ecosystem at this point. And here's another example of how I gotta use the wheel to save it. Kind of went into an unintentional drift there coming around that corner, but keeping off the throttle and counter steering, I was able to save it, as they would say, and able to make it through the corner without too many issues. So, should you buy the Moza R3? If you've never spent any time on a wheel, I still recommend trying to find a used G923 to see if you like it, or try a friend's setup. And here, once again, you can see just some small corrections in my wheel as I start to feel it slip a little bit, so I can make those adjustments because I'm feeling what the grip feels like in the car and make sure that I'm not going too far with my oversteer and sliding, like hitting some of those curbs earlier in the race. So being able to feel that when you are losing grip and make the necessary adjustments is what makes this so much fun in my mind. When you're used to playing on a controller, if you're playing Forza Horizon or Forza Motorsport, the transition to a wheel can take some getting used to, and obviously it can get very expensive. I've seen plenty of stories of people buying a wheel but never really using it and just using the controller instead because it's where they're more comfortable. If you've already spent time on a wheel and you are ready to commit to direct drive wheelbases, I do think it's a much more fun and immersive experience. Even though I would probably be faster on a controller, I love playing Forza Motorsport on a wheel and pedal setup. So if this is you and you're ready to start investing in a direct drive system, the Moza R3 bundle really seems like a great entry point. Moza doesn't seem to be slowing down regarding new releases either, so you can expect more Xbox compatible wheels in the future, and you can also switch out the wheelbase, switch out the pedals, and add more add-ons like an H-pattern shifter or sequential shifter. I've tried some wheelbases and setups from a few different brands now, from Logitech, from Thrustmaster, from Turtle Beach, and still Moza is what I have set up at my sim rig, is what I enjoy using the most, even when compared to the Logitech Pro wheel and pedals. So I see huge potential here with Moza, and I do think that getting in this ecosystem is a pretty safe bet. There's lots of customizability and upgrade options here, and as I said, it just seems like the company is growing. They don't seem to be lagging behind on new releases like Logitech, and they also aren't having the same troubles that established brands like Fanatec are having. So at $400, I do think this is a pretty good deal. The Thrustmaster T300 RSGT, its list price is $450. Oftentimes you can find it a little bit less than that, but just thinking about what some of the established, well-known entry-level wheels are going for, and then taking a look at this direct drive bundle, that is pretty appealing in my mind. But that's going to do it for this follow-up look at the Moza R3 bundle. Let me know what you think about it down in the comments below. And if you're looking for some other videos to watch, I will link to the full review of the R3 bundle, as well as our most recent video. And thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up so others can find it easier, and consider subscribing. This is Jordan with 9to5 Toys.